All right. Well, everybody, Madden 23 is here, which means it is time for some Madden franchises always. I'll get to Ultimate Team eventually. On stream, probably not. Actually, I haven't been in Madden Ultimate Team for a couple years. Franchise, as always, is our home base. And I struggled for a bit. Do we make it online or offline? This is always a tough call because we don't know how broken things are going to be at the start of a game. I am going to use online and hope it's not a broken mess because we had issues last year with a mode being online, or it was a problem. We'll go online for the moment. For the moment. Faster load times, allegedly, although granted we're on the Series SX, so it doesn't really matter anymore. We'll just hope, that there are no issues. So here's the thing. I was thinking about teams to use. Obviously, you guys already know in chat. If people watch this on YouTube later on, they'll know about the thumbnail. We elected to use the Houston Texans. Why? Because the Texans are hot garbage. Hot garbage. That is the biggest reason why they're the only team in NFL history to never make the conference championship game, I do believe. The other team I was heavily considering was Seattle, for the fact that obviously Russell Wilson is now gone. So it's the idea of we could bring the Seahawks into a new era. However, who really wants to see the Seahawks win right now when they've been as good as they've been, right? So that was kind of the deciding factor. You can make a story and a justification for pretty much every team. The Steelers, new quarterback, new era. Again, it goes up and down the order. For the record, I mean, shit, I almost wanted to use Denver just to see if we could win with Russell Wilson before he ends up retiring. The Bears. The Bears are in a bit of a rough spot. Could use them, but again, the Bears have had success in the past. The Texans have not. Cleveland, I have left a certain piece of shit on their roster. As well, I should note that I did the Carl Nassib signing for Tampa. And we ended up doing the Seahawks and Eagles trade today, too. That is on these rosters. So while the Bears would have had plenty of memes to go with, and like I said, every single team pretty much has a justification as to why to use them. Although, you know, I was tempted to use the Washington Commanders as well, but the Commanders can suck it so long as Dan Schneider owns the team. Also, I would have loved to have used Atlanta, but obviously we used them a lot last year. The Giants even, but my Patriots fandom heart could not use the Giants, and we technically used them for a short amount of time last year and won a Super Bowl in like season 2. It was pretty stupid. That's why we're not using them. And of course, we can win 1,000 Super Bowls with Mac Jones again. Won't do that though. Yeah, we are going to use the Texans because they are trash. They have been trash for the longest time. We know this. They've been trash for the longest time. I haven't really decided yet how much I'm gonna play versus how much we sim and watch. We'll get to that eventually once the time comes. I should start from the top. Does anybody else always start at the bottom of the settings to go up instead of down? Is anyone else that type of weird? Let me know. Let me know. Trade deadline will be on. Trade types, of course, will be enabled. Coach firing will be on. Because why not? Salary cap, ability, sure. Ability to edit. We'll turn that off. Doesn't really matter. Relocation, I'm going to make it uses only. I don't think we are going to relocate. I get the idea of, bringing back the Oilers, but at the same time, then you couldn't use NRG, I believe, and it's a pain in the ass. The staff talent. Ouch, thank you for the 26 months. How do I break it this year? Stay tuned. Stay tuned to find out. Rest assured, I will find a way to break this game. I do every single year. And ouch with the 10 gifted sub bomb to follow it up after his own 26-month resub. You know what that means, everybody. You know what that means. We go to this screen. I want some emote spam for that. Ouch with the 10 gifted sub bomb. I want some emote spam. Let's go. Chop, chop, proper respecter. This show stays right here where it is. I will sit here and drink this water until it runs out, and then I'll go to bed. That's a lie, because it's Madden season and I want to play. There we go. That is a proper amount of emote spam. Endo Mills carrying the weight. What a guy. What a guy. Warrior with 5 gifted subs of his own. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep that emote spam going. That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. You're beautiful. I love you. Back to football real quick because this takes forever to set up anyway. The whole staff talent thing, put it on slowest. We want the biggest challenge we can get. It's a pain in the ass anyway. Injuries pre-existing is fine. Practice squad stealing. We're going to put on off for the sole purpose of we want to try to let teams essentially have like an AHL hockey style squad. Career clock. Sure. Progressive fatigue. Sure. Practice injury. Sure. Play call cooldown. Number of plays that need to be called before a user can call a previously called play. You know, that's great for online stuff. At the same time, I think we just leave it as it is, because who cares? Prospect storylines are fine. Full all-field control. Minimum roster size. In-season player movement. Cut restrictions. Breakout scenarios. Share scenarios. And entire next fact. We'll leave all that as it is. We will put it on 15-minute quarters with an accelerated clock down to 20 seconds. God, what else do we got? What else do we got? Full control of that. That's all well and good. In terms of managing the practice reps, we'll leave all that on manual for now, because we can change it later. Tutorial pop-ups can suck it. Everything. Alex, thank you for the 43 months. I am so sorry that my schedule doesn't quite line up. I apologize. It's terrible, I know, but we do what we can. We want to own the team because we do not want to, we'll be a financial mogul. Why not? We do not want to potentially, we do not want to potentially get fired. Lovey Smith is the man, but we don't want to get fired. Of course, last year we had the legendary 28-3 when we were the owner of the Falcons. But I don't really know if I have a Bob McNair meme. He's dead anyway, isn't he? It's his wife that owns the team now. So we'll just go with Doogie. It'll be Billiam O'Brien. Oh God, let's not do that. Starting point. Preseason. That's all well good. Bam. Name it Dude Massager. Let's not make Deshaun Watson references, because fuck that guy. So XP sliders. We'll see how players develop. I imagine it'll be very, 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 very similar to prior years, where we're probably going to want to increase the XP sliders for like punters and kickers. But again, we'll leave it as is for the moment. Did I break it already? Nope. Okay. Beautiful. So I should note as well, this will also be my first experience with the scouting update that came in the middle of last year, because by the time they put that update out, I had stopped playing Madden pretty much for the year. So that should be interesting as well. But for now, in terms of managing team, we'll do all that in a minute. Let's take a look at this trash-ass roster, because that is the only way to describe this team. We do have Davis Mills, who does have the player tag of quarterback of the future. He actually does have star development. He does not have lights in his house. You can barely see his face, but he does have star dev. We will try to give Davis Mills an opportunity. I can't guarantee he'll be our quarterback long term, but we'll try. He'll at least be given an opportunity now. But yeah, I can't guarantee anything. So we will give Davis Mills the chance. Kyle Allen's behind him. And Jeff Driscoll. Running backs, pretty rough, man. I mean, Marlon Mack, Patriots legend Rex Burkhead, Damon Pierce is a rookie listed as future starter. Does he have a good dev pattern? No. So future starter, not quite. Can't imagine Damian Pierce will be around for that long. You got Royce Freeman, and yeah, God. Again, dire. Pretty dire. Davis Mills might be able to break through, unless Dameon Pierce ends up with a breakout moment. It's not going to happen. Andy Janovich as our fullback, which is fine. And then wide receiver-wise, we do have Brandon Cooks, but he is 28 years old. Don't really want to hold on to him for all that long. Philip Dorsett, not great. Chris Conley, like, we got nothing. We got nothing. We got John Mechie out of Bama. That's about it, and he's hurt to start off. I'm pretty sure out for the year, right? Yeah, oh, that's right. Yep, okay. That was who I was thinking of. I didn't want to say, like, oh, yeah, he's the one that has, yeah. He's out for the year, which really sucks in more ways than one. But, yeah, outside of Chad Beebe, this receiver core is brutal. Tight end-wise, Brevin Jordan's here with a normal dev pattern. So that sucks. We do have Pharaoh Brown. We got to trade for Equinemius. In fairness, that'd be St. Brown, but we got to get all the funny names. Yeah, no, this is bad. But we do have Laramie Tunsil for all of the value in the world. Congratulations to the Miami Dolphins and a player by the name of Charlie Heck, team captain, Charlie Heck. Charlie Heck. Kenyon Green's there as a rookie. Hidden dev, which is good. He'll at least be a star. His I'm not one to body shame. Sir, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You have no shoulders. I don't know what's going on there. But there you go. Kenyon Green. Hopefully a long time option for us. Justin Britt in the middle. I mean, you can see just how many, like, filler players we have. The Musk body type, basically. Just how many filler, meh players we have on this team. Jerry Hughes is an old man. Jonathan Greenwood's 25. Normal dev. Oh, this is going to take a while. This is going to take a while to turn this team around. We have, like, nobody at TT. Thomas Booker. This is rough. This is a rough time. Yeah. Oof. Oof is the best way I can think to describe. We got a guy named Neville, though, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. Derek Stingley's pretty much our gem on defense at this stage. Jalen Petra's there too. We can't disrespect him at this stage too. So I mean, we got some building blocks. Certainly less established than who we would have had we elected to go with Seattle for this franchise. But yeah, it's going to be rough. In terms of draft picks, though, we do have Cleveland's. So hopefully they're dog shit. We also have their third-round pick. So we already have... Also, we have Cleveland's in 2024. Forgot about that. So we do have draft picks, which is good. Which is good. It's kind of what we wanted to focus on. So the team is rough. The building blocks are there to do what we have to do. Now I know what some people are going to say. Hey, what about free agents? Let's be honest. Do we want to bring in any help? No. No, we don't. We don't want to bring in help. We want to tear down as much as we possibly can. So yes, OBJ is out there, but he's also hurt to start off. Someone like Chris Harris. I mean, yes, there are players out here that would certainly boost up this team right out of the gates, including Dante Hightower. Beautiful, beautiful man. Cole Beasley can kick 1,000 rocks. But yeah, right now I really have no desire to bring in anybody like this. Obviously, this does have IRL injuries to start off, yes. So, yeah, there's some things that we could do, but we are 100% aiming to tank unless we wanted to bring in A.J. McCarron to win the Super Bowl. We could totally do that. Do they still have the frickin' director in the game? Do they still have it? Wow, they got a lot of, Yeah, they do. They do still have Ross and Thurber in there. Why? How much money How much money did he pay you guys to be able to be in the game for the rest of the time? Why? Why, though? Why is he still there? But, yeah, like I said, easily could sign players. There's no point. There is no point to try and improve this team. Stadium-wise, we are... God, do we have the money? We have $300 million to try and upgrade the stadium. At this point, I mean, we could certainly improve things. I don't know if we're really going to have to worry about signing bonuses all that much. So let's go ahead and make an upgrade to the team store. In fairness, that was an upgrade and it totally dropped the rating. What's it got to get to renovate it? We're going to hold off. We're going to hold off. We're not going to be relocating them. We did technically use this team as the basis of my World Tour franchise last year that totally broke the damn game. We're not going to look to do that this year. We are going to keep them in Houston, and we are going to win. We'll eventually see what these ticket prices end up being that we can actually get away with. So, for now, in terms of the staff, what do we got? So Lovie Smith is still, of course, our head coach. We do not have any staff points to work with. Game day goals, we'll worry about that more a little bit in the regular season. So Lovie's still our guy. Make Watson kicker for the year. We'll just leave it. He hasn't officially been suspended for the year, so it is what it is. Maniac Joe, thank you for the 25 months. We'll also worry about our scheme fits once we whittle down this roster a little bit. So for the weekly strategy, let's yeah, I mean, it's preseason. I don't really care too much about what we got going on here, but the weekly game plan goal, as per usual, let's get 2 passing touchdowns. We'll put the focus on Davis, see what he can do. We'll sim our training for the week, which shouldn't take this long on a Series S or X, but here we are. Here we are. We already got some player upgrades. You'll love to see that. Buffalo Falcon on the 8 months as well. Thank you. It is good to see you. How are you? Max Sharping. Let's make you... I'm still going to go for the more well-rounded approach with player upgrades instead of just trying to spec them up into being elite at one thing. That is still typically the way I like to go. Don't even know if any of these guys are going to make the team. But we will see what happens. We will see, we will see. Alright, Ambient, what's going on? What's happening? And then Jalen Reeves Maben. I was going to say there's no way he can make the team. He is a 68. I actually thought he was worse than he was. So, give me a second. There we go. All right. I want to get something to get recognized. Yeah, Twitch can be a little bit finicky. Jay Koenig, thank you for the 5 months. That has to be a rename, right? It's got to be a rename. Thank you, though. Let's advance through. Again, if you're new here, we tend to sim quite a bit. We do eventually get in to either playing the game or at least watching the AI try their best to play football, which can be fun. Before, especially in the early stages when this team sucks. Anthony, thank you for the 2 months on the Prime. You guys have been far too kind tonight. Thank you very much. When the goal right now is for this team to suck, there is no point in playing. We want to suck. That's it. We want to be bad. We want to lose. The end. So there's really no point in us playing early on. It would defeat the purpose of what we are trying to accomplish. Getting a lot of player upgrades early on, though. Damn. A lot of player upgrades. Jesus. Let's just go upgrade all in the early stages. There's 10 players there. We can't guarantee that all 10 of them will still be on the team at the end of the preseason anyway. So we're still going to go week by week here. Back over to weekly strategy. Again, I hate that I have to change this every single week, but either that or we risk not getting the upgrades. Again, I'm not worried about our focused players right now either. Once we get to the regular season, we'll get that up and running to our younger guys that are actually half decent. I'm feeling all right about this. Let's just auto-upgrade them again for the moments. Sleeping on Matt Stafford at an 85. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. They did make it 3 preseason games, yes. All right, so now we got to cut 20 players off of this team. Christian Kirksey gets our last upgrade. All right, we have to cut 20 players off of this roster. So we'll see if we can carry 3 QBs. By the way, am I allowed to edit? I am not allowed to... No, I am allowed to edit their motivation and tags. That's right. So, not a great scheme fit for him. He's not happy that we're an underdog. He likes that we have no income tax. Okay. Well, Davis, we'll see what we can do for you. Running back-wise, we really only need 3 or 4. So, yeah. Is it Dare or Dare? I'm not sure. Regardless, he's out. Mainly because I don't know how to say your name. So we will free 200K in cap space to move on from him. Let's see, I'll move back over here so nothing's cut off for you guys. At wide receiver, Dare. There you go. Let's see. Oh, God. Who are we going to get rid of at this stage? I mean, the people that have cap penalties or no cap penalties are obvious shouts. So, Chester Rogers, you are out, Chester. I am sorry. I don't want to get rid of Chad Beebe. Jalen Camp. Yeah, Jalen Camp's going to be gone, too. How much is new this year? They've added some new stuff over the past year. Is it enough to make a huge difference? Well, we'll see. So 4, 5, 6. If we factor in that Mechie's out for the year. Wow, franchise streamer. All I do is stream franchise modes, pretty much. When it comes to Madden especially. So if you're looking for franchise stuff, you've come to the right place. We'll be here every night for like the next 2 months. It's ridiculous. All right, tight ends. Man, we got way too many of them. We got way too many of them. Mason Shrek. An obvious cut option. I am on the Xbox Series X. Mason Shrek. You're gone. Oof. I mean, yeah, obviously John Weeks is a long snapper. Sorry, John, but you gotta go. 28 overall, John. I'm sorry. They really do need to finally figure out how to properly add in people with player roles. Anthony Auclair, I think, will be the next dude on the outs. I think we really only need 3 tight ends. So out goes Auclair. Left tackle and right tackle. We got 5, which is good. Guards, centers. For the moment there, we're okay. We are going to have to cut more people, but that's okay. On the edge, Damone Harris is obviously going to have to go. He's pretty bad, and we do not need him. No obvious cuts from there. Derek Rivers, hate to say it, Derek, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go. And we need to get rid of one more dude. So Jordan Jenkins is the obvious cut. So there goes Jordan Jenkins. Defensive tackle. Twumfor's a great name, but I'm sorry, Michael. You gotta go. I'm not even gonna put you on the practice squad. You just gotta go at that stage. I'd like to get rid of one more dude. We'll leave it at 4 for the moment. Linebackers. So Neville Hewitt, 29 and a 69, or Garrett Wallow, which is a great name. But, Derek, you are out. Goodbye. Middle linebacker. Good for the moment. We're still going to have to cut so many damn people. At corner, again, we got some free options to get rid of here without any cap penalties. So Fabian Moreau, the Moro, you have got to go. You have got to go. Isaac Yadam. Yadam. At Boston College. God, let's get rid of him. Because why not? And Kendall Sheffield, you got to go too. No cap penalty for getting rid of you. You're out of here, sir. And that'll probably end up having to cut one more guy. And then at safety, we're kind of okay. Kicker, punter, we're good. How many more people do we have to cut at this stage? 6 more people. 6 more dudes have got to go. So we're not going to carry 3 quarterbacks. Jeff Driscoll is going to be on the outs. Sorry, Jeff. You're out of here. Running back wise, Royce Freeman. Go ahead and get rid of him as well. So we got to cut 4 more people. Yeah. Chad Beebe is going to be on the way out. That'll give us 5 healthy receivers. Tight end, we're good. We still got to cut 3 people. So there are some O-line options. Got some really young players at defensive tackle. Some really young players. Don't necessarily want to get rid of them. Tremont Smith. We'll move on from you. And I think that leaves us. Bang, bang, boom, boom. Haven't played enough of it yet to have an opinion on how the game is. We're going to cut 2 more players that'll come from the offensive line. And we will be good to go for our first season with the Texans, in which we're going to sim a lot because, again, we are rooting for the team to be bad. Jimmy Morrissey out of Pittsburgh. You got to go. And at left tackle, Cedric. You're out of here, my friend. There you go. We are down to the magic number. Our roster is set and terrible, but it's set. Let's go ahead, go to our depth chart. And we'll auto reorder really quickly. So the only thing that we want to do, only thing that we want to double check is that the right younger players are in this lineup rather than veterans who aren't really going to benefit at all from that playing time. It'll be good to have them in depth roles, to be there, you know, to sub out. But, you know. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Killby, what's going on? It's a hell of a name. It's a hell of a name. Schizoid, what's up? No rules for this franchise because of the changes to free agency. So we're not doing a draft to glory. I'm going to try not to cheese the AI. But we are not going to do anything too crazy. Again, they made changes to free agency, and I want to make sure that we kind of get to experience that. So this is just a straightforward franchise and kind of seeing what happens from there. I think, honestly, Dameon Pierce should be the starting running back this year. He's only 3 points worse than Marlon Mack. Dameon Pierce should get the most carries this year to try to get a breakout moment. Wide receiver-wise, again, Mechie is out. There is Nico Collins, who is young enough to potentially have a solid breakout moment as well. So Collins is going to get probably that second wideout spot, if not the #1 spot over Brandon Cooks. So let's be honest, Brandon Cooks is here until we trade him. It's pretty much where we're at. Tight end wise, I mean, there's no player tag for Teagan, so that's pretty rough. But I mean, yeah, tight end wise, Jordan's going to be there, and honestly, we're probably going to go with Teagan. In 23, will I play Ishel? On stream, maybe a bit if I don't mind the gameplay, but don't hold your breath on me liking NHL gameplay. So, all right, I don't think we have anybody to worry about there, unless we have Austin DeCoulis. I'm gonna go with DeCoulis. He is the coolest. Look at that headband. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. On the defensive side of things, Nobody to really focus on. We do have the younger defensive tackles. Thomas Booker, though, yeah, is probably on the outs. We could put, and will put, Blacklock as our starting defensive tackle over Collins. Linebacker-wise, there's nothing there. Middle linebacker-wise, Christian Harris, only 21, but has no player tag. Has no player tag. So I think, honestly, I mean, I know Christian Kirksey is solid, but he's also 30. We're going to make sure Harris is that starting middle linebacker. And then at corner, Stingley will be the #1 guy in that position over Steven Nelson and Desmond King. At safety, Petra's there, which is good. All right, I think we're good. So we do have our primary players to focus on here, at least. Like, the Texans were not completely boned. Like, there are some people that we have. Still not great. So again, Damian Pierce, let's get you into the starting role. Then at wideouts, we want to move up Nico Collins. We're honestly going to make him the #1 guy. It's a 6'4", 215-pound receiver. If we can get him to star dev, might work out pretty well. So, Endo, I don't think so. I don't even think I signed up for the NHL tech test. I have no desire to play something that I can't stream, you know? Let's get Teagan there. And then defensive tackle. Make Ross Blacklock our #1 guy. Middle linebacker, we want Harris to be our #1 guy. And then at corner, just make sure that the old Stingley is our guy. Am I allowed to call him Stingray? I'm calling him Stingray. And then kick, punt, return. Honestly, it's fine. Just going with the best available options. Not bad. Third down back, Burkhead. Pierce is the primary power back. Not bad. Not bad. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. No, Brent, it's closed beta, the tech test. You're not allowed to stream it, post YouTube videos anywhere. That goes for everybody. Us streamers included. All right, so team schemes. Now, here's the question. Do we, and you know what? This will be chat's first big decision here. This will be your first big decision. Team schemes. Leave them or edit them. Leaving them means we run whatever scheme comes with the coach. Editing them means we get to change this to whatever has the best scheme fit for the team, which means better player development. How difficult for me do you want this to be? The poll is up now. You might have to refresh the stream to get it to pop up, but this is your decision. What do you think? Are we allowed to optimize this to get the most amount of development from our guys, or do we have to put a further emphasis on what coach we bring in and really build around the coach? I am good with either option. I don't really care. But, you know, for example, right now, Lovie Smith is not a fit with Davis Mills at all. At all. So that's kind of the issue right now is, in this situation, Davis Mills probably isn't our guy, or Lovie Smith isn't our guy. So we'll see what happens here over these next few moments. Davis, you sweet, beautiful man. Thank you for 36 beautiful months. To be fair, Lovie Smith is not a long-term fit IRL. You are correct. But look at that beard. That is a handsome fella right there. It's going to be a close vote, as they always are. This is going to be a close vote. I will say the playbooks will stay with whatever coach happens there. Do I download? What Madden do I download? It depends on what console you're on, basically. That's the one. Just make sure you got the one for whatever console you're actually on. It can be a little bit confusing because they kind of leave out little details. But the vote's close. 34 for leave them, 26 for edit them. It's looking like we might be leaving them. The good thing is, well, oh god, that defensive fit is less than ideal. Looks like we're playing this on hard mode and leaving the fits. And we're going to put an emphasis... Oh! on needing... Reese, thank you for the follow, by the way. We're going to put an emphasis on needing to properly choose our coach. It's been decided. Fits are important with what coach we elect to go for. So fair enough. Fair enough. Lovie Smith, take him or leave him. We got $22 million in cap space, which we will weaponize in the future. For now, only thing we have to do, let's go to manage team. Let's go to... We can go to stadium again really quickly. Can we fire the coach now then? We will stick with Lovie Smith for the entirety of the season. It is not going to allow me to renovate anything. So we are just going to save our money for the moment. Wait until we start 0-7. I mean, I hope so. Again, we are hoping that this team is as bad as advertised. No doubt about it. So what we want to do is raise prices. We want the most expensive, decent value that we can get. So while this team is going to be shit, in true American capitalist fashion, I am still going to raise ticket prices on you poor, poor, poor fans. But eventually it'll be worth it. I will bring success to this team. You just got to pay for it. We will not be moving them out of Houston. The Texans will stay as the Texans. I'd love it if I could quick rebrand to the Oilers, but no, we're staying. Have you ever played Out of the Park or Football Manager on stream? I have not. Those are two games very, very much on my short list that I will play on stream eventually. Does Madden still have the ability to add in $5 million in funds? I believe so. I haven't checked. And I think that was one of the issues we had last year, right? Like you could do that online but not offline or something like that? Maybe? Probably. Probably. Man, $6 million, almost 7 in team revenue. It's not that bad. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's head to the start of a new season. Choose draft class. I will. We will just do auto-generated rookies. I don't think anyone has a roster out yet. So we'll keep the auto-generated rookies. So again, I have not screwed around with this at all. Intentionally. I didn't want to do or get familiar with this scouting at the end of last year. I wanted to wait until the start of this year. So they do have the things up our ad is what it is. There's a legit one already? Well, shit. If only it told me 2 seconds faster. Is what it is, though. So, yeah, there are a couple of quarterbacks up there, huh? There are indeed. Right. So, the hell am I doing with this? It is kind of NHL-esque, which I like. It's alright, Ski. No worries. Can I back out and come back to this in a minute? I imagine it's right here where I need it to be anyway. Hopefully I didn't just screw up by backing out of that. I did not. It brought me to the same screen. Good. But yeah, in terms of prospects, Greg Thomas as a defensive tackle is the #1 on the board right now. In terms of a regional breakdown. Beautiful. We are not very good at scouting anywhere else except in a central region, apparently. Or at least our central scout's the only half-decent one. Good to know. Good to know. Actually, in fairness, can I was going to say, good, I can fire scouts immediately. We're going to have to do that. We are going to have to go full NHL, right? So if I fire this Northeast scout, I am allowed to immediately hire one, right? Or is this the one game where magically I fire a scout and can't immediately hire someone? Again, I refused to familiarize myself with this new system. I wanted it to be fresh for the start of this game. You can rehire. I believe you got one 3-star one, and then 3 ones. 3 stars should be your national scout. Okay. Okay. Duly noted. Duly noted. Well, the 3-star is our national scouts. That is good. All right. Let's go back over to managed scouts then. Well, then again, in fairness, if I'm only allowed 1 3-star and then if I have to have 3 1-stars, then I should probably leave it as it is. The 3-star's expertise is at quarterback. Just the question is Davis Mills our guy full time? You got 2 different corners And if Greg Thomas is as good as advertised, there's a lot of defensive ends. Interesting. There are a lot of people with top 5 projections, or, top 5 with the top 5 projections, so. Ah, man. How do we want to handle this? The only problem is there are quarterbacks in the top 5, but Davis Mills might be our guy. He might be. I mean, there's no denying we really do need an elite edge moving forward. Like, Jonathan Greenard's fine. There's no reason to Jaguars this. You're not wrong. And again, another elite corner next to Derek Stingley would be pretty nice, too. So then if I were to fire this 3-star scout, right? Because we're not looking at a quarterback, we're not looking at a tight end. Focus, I think we do fire Jack Morales, right? Unless I'm galaxy braining this. Fire Jack Morales. And bring in someone who has more, an expertise that more so lines up with what we're looking for at this point, since we're not totally giving up on Davis Mills yet. I mean, it's the first season. So, you know what? Let's fuck around and find out. We're going to fire Jack Morales. Now, where am I allowed to hire a scout? Or am I not allowed to hire a scout? Hold on. Scouts. What was the right trigger? My scouts? Free agent scouts. There we go. We got it. We're good. Settle. We're good. So, is there a 3-star scout that has edge as their primary? They do. Calvin Heath. Outside linebacker as the secondary. That's not the worst. We got edge and tackle. We got corner, but no edge to line up with that. There wasn't a corner at the beginning, was there? There was, but I missed him. Okay. All right. We have to see. Is there a scout that lines up with what we need? Corner and wide receiver. Now we're down to 2 stars. There are quite a few options. Corner and wide receiver makes sense. Corner middle linebacker makes sense. I think we want our national scout, though, to be primarily focused on the defensive side of things. I don't quite remember what needed the most help. Outside linebacker, defensive tackle. You could argue it doesn't matter and that we need a crap load of help for both. Let me go double check outside linebackers and defensive tackles at the moment, just to see what we actually need the most. Yes, I know we're going to need both, but what do we need the most? So with DT, it's just Blacklock. Ugh. And then we have Christian Harris at linebacker. That's it. So it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter which of the two we take. There are a couple of outside linebackers in that top 10, though. There are a couple. So I think that answers our question. Sort by 3 stars. There we go. Calvin Heath. Heath, you are our man. H. Jatanzi. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong. I guarantee I am. Thank you for the follow. We're going to hire Calvin Heath as our primary scout. No doubt he is the best option for the top strengths in the draft. And we will assign you as our national option. From there, again, we do still kind of need everything. Now, let's just confirm that I'm not allowed to hire nothing but 3 stars. Okay, so each scout you replace needs to... Okay, so I actually do like that system.
For those
So next up, Hawk, thank you for the 19 months on the primer. Again, you guys have been ridiculous tonight, and I thank you. God damn. Apparently do the scouting things right, you can get a busted player. I mean, here's hope. All right, so in the West region, you got Vance at quarterback, Terry at corner. And okay, so do we have a West Scout? A West Scout, quarterback, and corner. That's ideally what we could also look at, since we also have the Browns pick. So let's fire our 2-star really quickly. So a West Scout, quarterback, and corner. We are looking for QB and corner as specialties. It can be a 1-star as well if needed. Is there a quarterback and corner? We are down to the 1-star scouts now. It doesn't look like we're going to get so lucky with that particular setup. I had a feeling. Hey, we got one. Katrina Burns. Let's go. We'll take that. Katrina, come on down. We found the unicorn. Let's fucking go. Katrina, there you are. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go ahead. Fire the other ones that we don't for sure need at the moment. And Katrina, you are going to the West. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, I wish she was a 2-star, but that's okay. Northeast region. Corners, oof, offensive tackle, defensive edge. I mean, granted, we do have the general scout for corners and defensive edge. You got the linebacker option with Callaway in the middle. Interesting. Interesting. So all regions in the Northeast. In the Northeast, first round projection on a tackle, wide receiver. So Northeast, if we could have them focus on a tackle and a wide receiver, that wouldn't be too bad. That wouldn't be too bad. From what I can tell, it doesn't cost me anything to fire the scouts. And if it does, fuck it. We got money. What are we going to do? Spend it on good players? All right, so we are looking for... Yeah, it was tackle and wide receiver. So we can do a 2-star or a 1-star. We are looking at wide receiver...
Here comes a pizza, see it?
Or tackle. Eichel Tower on the 25. Thank you. I'm stoked for this. I have missed playing Madden. I have. Like, look, I get it. This game, in a lot of ways, can be a bit rough. Do I still love it for what it is? I try to. You can only have one 3-star scout. You can have a 3-star, a 2-star, and then 3 1-stars. So. All right. Wide receiver and corner, not quite what we're looking for. Offensive tackle. I think, again, what we're looking for might be a bit of a unicorn in terms of an offensive tackle position and wide receiver. I don't think we're going to find one. Okay, so there isn't an ideal one. I totally missed Pete's resub. Pete, thank you for the 11 months, you handsome fella. I totally missed that, and I apologize. I'm a terrible, terrible person. A terrible person. I'm focused on trying to make a football team good. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Goddamn. Goddamn. Oh, God. Hold on really quickly. So back to Northeast. There are more wide receivers. Let's take a wide receiver focus, put him in the Northeast. So, scouts. We do have a 2-star available still, so we'll go for wide receiver and quarterback, Andre Rison. No, seldom so hard. Well, you know, we can't let Pete, of all people, get a big ego, you know? All right, so Andre, we are going to assign you to the Northeast region. So we do still have a West, a National, and a Northeast. Hawks, Can we say shoes from Texas are dumb? I mean, I won't stop you. This would be great for a one-school franchise, you're not wrong. Just kidding, what's happening? Hello, everybody that's just gotten here. Welcome to some Madden franchise, baby. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. So yeah, we have northeast, west. We need 2 other scouts. So let's see. In the southeast, linebackers and corners are a good option. Linebackers and corners in the southeast will be the way to go. We already have a 3-star and a 2-star, though, did we not? We did. No, I did not want to fire that scout. Thank you very much. I want to sort here. So out of the 1-stars, do we have what we are looking for? Do we? Yes, we do. Fred Nichols. I don't think there were too many middle linebackers, but that's okay. I fucked it up and sorted by the wrong thing. Where was Fred Nichols? Fred? Come back, Fred. Did I miss you already, Fred? I did. There you go, Fred. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ilya is GOAT. Thank you for the 1 whole bit. All right. So, Fred. Fredward, my boy. You were going to be in the southeast region. And the best options out of the central. Outside linebackers as a defensive end. Outside linebackers and safeties, I'd say. Looking for an outside linebacker. It's weird that these aren't sorted. There we go. Ian Sims. Perfect. Perfect. So I think now, finally, we are properly set up and ready to go for this season. This in the future won't take so long now that I kind of know what I'm doing. But I think that's set up pretty well. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on it. I don't think we have too much else to really do here at this stage. Top fits, Colts, Bucks, Lions. Yeah, I mean, we're just not going to know anything about you at this stage. I mean, we can mark him down as a favorite. In fairness, I'd just mark everybody down as a favorite right now. So we are, I believe, good to go on that front. And I think finally, good to get murdered by the Colts. Woo!